All right, so we are group number four, and our marketing plan is for the Savannah Bananas. They are a baseball team located in Savannah, Georgia, and they are not their typical average baseball team. They more pride themselves on being fun. Their promotions, their wacky way of things of doing baseball change the stigma around the game. So we'll get into more of them when we talk about the product. But first, I'm going to pass it off to Caleb, and he'll tell you about our executive summary here.
I'm Caleb, and so again, we're focusing on the World Tour, which is where we're going to be traveling just around the country and bringing the sport to numerous fans. Baseball has been declining in popularity for quite a while. It's just been trending downward for years, and so this is a great opportunity for us to draw in some of those younger fans, get them attached to the game, create some lasting memories for them. And then even maybe we can rekindle some of those older fans' love for the game with our new and exciting rules that we play by. Some of the goals of our marketing plan are again to create lifelong fans of the sport, which we'll do with our fun rules and fun and exciting things that we do throughout the game. Some of our promotions, and again, we want to attract fans outside of the Carolinas, where we play all of our games generally. Some of the audiences that we really want to reach are the young people, because we can have the biggest influence on them. And so we already have a connection with the youth through TikTok, which is where it's just mainly young, like youth and young adults. And so the people have already seen us. They know about us. And so when they hear that we're going to be coming to their areas, there's a good chance that we'll be able to get them out, and they can drag their parents out, and we can really just create a lasting memory, and they'll be attached to us for a while, and hopefully get them out to more games in the future. And so Major League Baseball typically fails to reach those young crowds, but we already have a connection to them. So we can use that and get them to games whenever and now that we're actually going to be playing in their areas, it'll be so much easier just to draw them out. Some of the issues or downfalls that we have is that we are a small league that we play, and we only play in the Carolinas. And so in the future, after this World Tour, it may be tough to draw in some of those outside fans that we've played in their areas, but then the Carolinas are just too far for them to travel. And so we'll hopefully get them connected with our social media accounts and get them to continue to interact with us through the years. Another issue is that the Coastal Plains League is a summer league for college players. And so those players are pretty much unknown. Like, we can't market those guys. But since we're going to be in those areas, and because the young people already know about us, it'll be easy for us to get them to come and watch a game, and then they'll learn about those players, and then they'll get to see them. Hopefully they'll follow them and get to watch them through the years as they continue to progress in the sport. Again, some of the opportunities for us is just that we're going to be playing in a ton of new areas, and so we can draw in all those new fans. And those fans are going to be introduced to our exciting promotions and our playing styles, where most fans say that they don't watch baseball just because it's a 3-hour game and it's super boring. It's not like that at all with us. It's constant excitement, constant energy. And so we really think that fans are going to love our new style of baseball.
All right, so I'm Max. I got the market research section here. So one of our goals is to bring in as many fans as possible for the Savannah Bananas. Preferably new fans, but also existing ones. And then we want a youthful audience because, like Caleb mentioned, a youthful audience will, when you bring in new fans, it's likely that they'll stay with you. So if you can bring in young ones, they'll likely stay with you for life, and then they can bring in other fans as well. So our plan for pre-evaluation for market research, we would do on the tickets. When you buy those through the Savannah Bananas website, it would just ask customers for their age, just so we can get a demographic there. And then there would be an option there as well for customers that don't feel comfortable providing that information. But yeah, we feel that's probably the best way to do it. And then for post evaluations after the game, I think that'd be a good idea for surveying fans through the app as well. And I think a good incentive would be to give them like a souvenir, like a baseball or like a little banana action figure or something like that. if they complete the survey and show somebody that's at that stand that they completed the survey. And then that would be available through the app as well, which is free, downloadable, very easily accessible. So as far as methodology and the research instrument, like I mentioned, it would be through the app. Very easy to use. It's just the official Savannah Bananas app. So we throw the surveys on there and have the pre-evaluation and post-evaluation both on there, and it would help us greatly with our market research. We would be able to also ask fans questions about their experience and how we can improve the game day experience or changes that need to be made. So that would just provide a lot of helpful information as far as the organization with demographics and game day experience.
All right, so then my name is Sam. I'll start and tell you about the product a little bit. So as these guys have mentioned before, the Bananas are a baseball team, but they certainly play a different style of baseball. It's what they like to call banana ball. I have a short video here that will explain kind of the 9 main rules of banana ball to get you a little more about the product and what they like to do compared to actual MLB teams.
Creating a walk. No one leaves a great movie in the middle of the movie. No one leaves a great concert in the middle of a concert. Yet, for some reason, people leave baseball games in the middle every time. And what is that saying? That maybe the game is a little bit too long, a little bit too slow, and a little bit too boring for too many fans. So we had to change it. We have 9 rules to our new game. Number 1 rule is every inning counts. If you win the inning, you get a point. First team to 5 points wins. How do you win an inning? Very easy. You score more runs than the other team. So if the home team scores their run to take the lead, the inning is over, just like that, creating a walk-off moment every single inning. Number 2, there's a 2-hour time limit. Very simple. We don't want 3-hour games. We don't want 4-hour games. We don't want 30-hour games, which most baseball games feel like. It's a 2-hour time limit. When we hit the 2 hours, boom, it's over. Unless there's a tie, and then it goes to our one-on-one showdown. What does that look like? Very simple. Extra innings are boring. You just keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. This is going to a penalty kick situation. One-on-one, pitcher versus hitter. The pitcher has to stop the hitter or the hitter has to score. So if you got a pitcher that can strike guys out, boom, you're ready to go. Or if a hitter tries to hit a ball way out in the outfield, the pitcher's going to run after it. It's going to be a one-on-one play at the plate. That's going to create some excitement at the end of the day. Number 4 rule. Walks are now sprints. Walks are a boring part of baseball. So what's going to happen? If you walk, if you reach the 4th ball, it immediately becomes a sprint. The hitter takes off to first. He can advance to as many bases as he wants, while the catcher has to throw the ball to every single position player before it becomes live. We got action on both sides. What are the fans going to watch? I don't know, but it's going to be exciting. Next rule, no bunting. Bunting sucks. No one gets excited about bunting. We're eliminating it. All right, swing the bat. No bunting. Next rule, no mound visits. Mound visits are boring. The coach does a slow little walk out to the mound to talk about whatever. He's just delaying the game. Fans don't need that. No mound visits. We're done with that. Next rule, you can steal first. All right, let's make it exciting. If a pitcher throws a pass ball, throws a wild pitch, I don't care what count it is. All right, hitter take off, run to first. All right, let's make it exciting. Next rule, if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. Simple as that. Don't foul out. The fans are in the game. Everyone's trying to be a part of the game. Now fans can be. Next rule, no stepping out. The games have to be faster, and batters take too much time stepping out, playing with their batting gloves, doing whatever they do. Can't step out. You step out, it's a strike. Very simple there. And yes, if you step out with 2 strikes, you're out. All right. That's how we're going to penalize hitters. Penalizing pitchers for throwing balls, penalizing pitchers for throwing pass balls. Now we're penalizing the hitter for stepping out. This game is called Banana Ball. Yes, it's bananas. Yes, it's crazy, but it's nonstop excitement. It's faster than any baseball game anyone's ever seen. And I'll tell you, for all the fans out there, don't blink. You may miss something. And on June 26th,
So as that video can show you, you know, the style of baseball the Savannah's Bananas play is much different than the normal MLB baseball game. They're kind of like the more exciting version. And as many people know, the stigma of baseball is boring and, you know, it takes a long time. And, you know, they're changing some rules to try to speed up the game. You know, this is what the Bananas and the banana ball is kind of all about. So you can see here on some of the pictures we have a batter that's batting on stilts. We have pitcher in kilts. We have the players up at the top there in ballerina outfits dancing around. You know, I've seen videos online of them doing karaoke when going up to bat in the outfield, all that stuff. You know, they're just all about the experience that comes through a Savannah Banana game rather than the, you know, boring, mundane sport that MLB and baseball is usually known for. So that's the product. The product is all about the experience rather than the actual sport. So as the world tour comes around, you know, more people are going to want to come to see these games, know about them. So as we get to the price, another unique aspect about the Savannah Bananas is that when you buy a ticket, it's all encompassing. Everything in the ballpark is free. So that includes concessions, games, you know, anything. The only thing I think you would have to pay separate for is apparel, so shirts, hats, but everything for a $12 ticket price, you get concessions, the games, the experience, everything is included for just one ticket. So as we're going on tour, we think that we should maybe increase that price since we have travel costs, new people coming in, but we're not going to increase it much. We think to about $20. So, you know, still you'll get all the food, concessions, games, experience, everything for one ticket price. And we think that that'd be more affordable than, you know, a baseball game, football game, anything else. That's another selling point that the Bananas have is the experience. The one ticket for everything, something that is very unique to the Bananas and Savannah Bananas there. And some places that we think that we could definitely utilize to get the world tour out is ESPN, kind of the sport networks. The Bananas have been featured on ESPN before in other ways, but we think that if we use ESPN's kind of avid sports fandom, people that watch it, that'd be a great way to promote this. And, you know, you don't have to explain too much about it. You just have to explain the rules, and already existing baseball fans will want to come and check it out. Another way that we wanted to do is like billboards and signs around the places that they are going to, especially in areas where more like families and kids are going to see. So that'd be like include like schools, grocery stores, parks, and playgrounds. We want to target families because we think it would be a good kind of family experience to get, you know, the families out, the mom and dad happy for a couple hours, and you'll get some kid fans that want to come back, like the game of baseball, and want to, you know, support the Bananas, see that and experience that. And lastly, we want to utilize social media. As Caleb mentioned earlier, we want to, you know, utilize TikTok. The young audience, we want to get them engaged in that. So we could use TikTok, Instagram, you know, Twitter, all that stuff to kind of engage people, maybe give us new ideas on what to do, but also utilize like Instagram or YouTube and Facebook to post some clips of, you know, exciting experiences from the game and try to get fans to see like what an actual experience is like, and try to get that game like feeling while you're at home and want them to come out and come to a Savannah Banana game. So we think a social media is a great way to reach the younger demographic through Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, as well as getting kind of the whole family experience and just showing the experience through Facebook and YouTube as well.
Okay, I'm Parker, and I am continuing on with the marketing mix, starting with promotions. Like everyone has kind of mentioned, we want our promotions to be targeted towards our specific audience, and that is going to be families and just people who enjoy baseball. One promotion that could be geared towards families is maybe kids get in free some nights, or even the Bananas do great deals even with the elderly too, as they like to say baseball is for everyone. So even maybe having some senior citizen nights where people 65 and above may get in free or get some extra perks in the ballpark. Along with that, with getting people into the stadiums with promotions, there can also be some in-game promotions, which the Savannah Bananas already do very well, to having an elderly cheer team, instead of having young cheerleaders and so many other things that they will do in between innings and just throughout their games, to where they are selling more of an experience than they really are the baseball game in itself. They kind of merge them two together. Other promotions we could do is offering free tickets and other things like that to the local people of the community, as the Savannah Bananas would not be where they are today without the people of Savannah. On to the next slide. Along with that, with their public relations, with these smaller, lower league teams, it's very important to build a strong relationship with your community, like the Savannah Bananas have done, as they are the main people that are going to be going to your games. Like I mentioned, they could do special things with the residents of Savannah, but also with maybe some local sports teams, like local baseball teams could be ball boys and bat boys for the team to help them get involved in the game. Could also have other things like throwing out the first banana, as you can see in that one picture, is what they do instead of throwing out the first pitch, is just another way to get people involved and interact with the team and other things like that. Could also do deals with while you're on the road with other little league teams to help get your name out there and be involved in other communities, not just that of Savannah, to get your name out there and really get involved in not just your own community, but other communities as well. You could also get involved with local businesses such as food trucks and just local food businesses as well, and get them involved and get your name involved with them at your ballpark and during the games. Can head on to the next one. Sponsorships and partnerships will also be very important. Some companies that we could partner with would be StubHub and SeatGeek and other ticket providers, to where if you get your tickets through them, you may receive extra benefits at the ballpark, as in maybe getting free merchandise and other things like that, or getting opportunities to maybe be involved in some of the activities that are displayed throughout the game. Could also have in-game things sponsored, such as the first banana pitch could be sponsored by Dole, as they are a banana brand, which would fit perfectly in with the Savannah Bananas. And also companies such as Rawling, who is the main maker of the Savannah Bananas uniforms and things like in their gear. So you could get in drawings like that at the games to win free merchandise and other things of that nature.
I'm Tyler, and I'm going to talk about how we're going to evaluate our results. Based on our objectives that we set for our marketing plan, we're going to evaluate the marketing plan through 3 different criteria, what we're going to try to target. How well fans interact with the 2022 Savannah Bananas World Tour. It's kind of a main point that we want to find out. Finding out fans react with the real World Tour is a key factor, as it can display effectiveness of the marketing plan, can evaluate criteria, and we can look at the quantitative data from Savannah Bananas social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And from there, we can look at how many followers each platform has gained, as which post fans interacted with the most. Like, did fans more interact with Instagram versus like TikTok, or we can find out more data about that. Another way we can evaluate the section is by utilizing ethnographic research to see how fans slightly increase their in-game with our slight increase in the in-game ticket price, and how different areas to react to Savannah Bananas' unique style of play by looking at how fans react and their reactions towards different plays, different rules, and we can see how effective our marketing plan was. Overall, we just want to get a feel for widespread and why we are able to get the team more known with our marketing plan, to find out with that section. Another section we will look at is how well we'll be able to direct our marketing plan towards our target market. With our target market, it's another key factor we want to look at and really evaluate. With our target market bringing more fans and focusing on younger demographics and families, Using ticket sale records, we can see if younger demographics families bought tickets to the Savannah Bananas games. We can also use digital surveys, send out to families who attend games to get their feedback and their game experience. Along with the survey, we can also reach out, create focus groups for younger demographics to get their feedback. Maybe like make like a group of people of like families that have been to Savannah games and figure out like what's the best aspect of the game. And then this way we can overall look at the aspects of our marketing plan and what we need to change and what aspects we should include more of and further reach our target market. If the attendance at Savannah Banana Games has increased because of our marketing plan strategies is our next section we want to highlight. We're going to be looking at more qualitative data for this one, comparing our market strategy of posting Savannah Banana game experience on various social media platforms led to any game attendance. So like if we made a post about on like Instagram, did that affect our attendance at all, or Facebook? And then we also look at this data to see what social media platform has most fan interactions, so we can try to target more posts on that platform to further reach out to our target markets and the people we want to reach out to. Another way we could evaluate section is getting feedback from our employees and asking them if they've seen any attendance and their thoughts on the marketing plan, as they're going to be working with the team in the arena and facilities when they go on the world tour. And it'd be a good idea to get some responses from them to see what they think we can improve on, what their ideas are about like certain promotions and stuff we wanted to create with this team. And then we can also bounce ideas off them and get the reactions, implementing them for our marketing plans for fans. I'm going to hand it over to Sam now for the conclusion.
So as you can see in all of our kind of sections there, one thing that we really want to, focus on is reaching the young kids, trying to get them to show that this is more of an experience rather than the stigma of, boring old baseball. So whether that be, through the social media that we've seen, does social media increase attendance? Does that increase the experience within the arena? We just want to show that, the banana ball is the experience rather than the actual sport on the tour. And I think that's something that they've done really well on, and something that, marketing to different audiences is kind of easy to do because of just the fun nature of it. So it's just trying to find the right way to do it and see if we can implement that into future world tours or just the regular season for the Bananas.